ours. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this woman we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve her until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never leave this place.
Nice.
But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you.
You're a
Wipe the fear
bitch.
from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scowl like yourself would even bother with me is a bigger mystery.
No game of Dejaric can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be a very long
pawn.
game. You are a slippery one. Your thoughts difficult for even one such as I to read. I suspect the self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a curious strength. Your spirit, as diseased as it is, refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever wreckage you leave behind you. I feel you have crossed our path for a reason. Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the ship, and the Force is a hard thing to predict. You have crossed our path for a reason. Our path brought us here for a reason. And now I know why. The past is here, and it must be met before the future can be set in motion.
More Jedi speak. Care to explain?
No.
Oh, nice.
Is it
Just
enough time?
knock his ass out.
Sleep, murderer, and be silent. I need no distractions. A critical moment approaches.
And how? Oh shit. Oh, here we go.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why?
Done what you have done with my friends first. I want my property, my slaves, and my ship returned. It was not my intention to come here, Atreus, to see you again. If you think I wanted to see your face again, you're sadly mistaken. I am looking for my ship so I can leave Telos. I'm here because of Pertinius Shada stole my ship. Does that mean bitch? Because if it means bitch, I want that. It's revenge. You cast me out and I've returned. Tell me what you've done with my friends first.
Your concern is noted. Your friends have not been harmed. They have been detained for their safety. I find it unusual that you are traveling with others again. I had thought you had forsaken the company of others after the war. Or is that why you are here?
If you think I want to see your face again, you're sadly mistaken. I'm looking for my ship so I can leave Telos. Wait a minute. Let's see. Cause I know there's something here that I can choose to, I know there's something that I can choose that you can see the lightsaber that she took away. So let's see if I get it right or not. If I don't get it right, I'll be pissed at myself.
Yet here you are. Perhaps you do not know yourself as well as you think. Regardless, your arrival here begs an explanation. Have you come to face the judgment of the Council, as you did so many years ago? Are you finally willing to admit that we were right to cast you out?
Refresh my memory. Why did the Council cast me out? The Council exiled me out of fear, of Revan, of me, and what he represented. Maybe you should admit that it was the Council's decisions that led to the Jedi Civil War. I cannot stand by and allow innocents to die in the Outer Rim. Okay, refresh my memory.
Why? Because you turned your back on us. And the Order. You followed Revan to war against the Mandalorians. The very war that made Revan a Lord of the Sith, and ruined you.
I did so for the Republic's sake, not Revan's. I cannot stand by and allow innocents to die in the Outer Rim. The Council wanted to assist the threat while people were dying by the millions. Better go to war than be ruled by cowardice. I follow Revan over the Jedi any day. I'm not here to debate the Council's decision. I cannot stand by and allow innocents to die in the Outer Rim.
So you said, so long ago. I didn't believe it then, and I don't believe it now.
Bullshit, I hate you.
You sought adventure. You hungered for battle.
Bullshit.
You could not wait to follow Revan to war.
No.
The Jedi Order asked only for time to examine the Mandalorian threat. They urged caution, patience, and you defied them. So when you returned, you were brought before us. You were a Jedi no longer, and so you were exiled.
I also recall you wished to imprisoned. Or worse, my punishment could have been worse. For that I am grateful. I remember now. You do not need to remind me again. I realize now that you and the Council were merciful.
There was much about that day that was difficult to forget. Your words, your defiance, and when you stabbed your lightsaber into the center stone.
Nice.
I have kept
Nice.
I would never forget.
There we go. Got it. I was no longer a Jedi. It was no longer mine. It was your right to do so. I no longer deserved it. I did not realize you still had it after so many years. Kept it. Stole it, you mean? That's my lightsaber. It was no longer... wait, let's again. No, I really still had it for so many years. I'll keep that one.
I have always kept it, as a reminder of what can happen when your passions dictate your actions. I have kept it, so I would never forget your arrogance or your insult to the Order.
If I become a Jedi again, would you return it to me? I wish to earn the right to carry my lightsaber again. Whatever your reasons, I want it back. Insult to the Order. You insult me by carrying it. Give that blade back or I'll tear from your dead hands. I wish to earn the right to carry my lightsaber again. Okay.
Become a Jedi again? That is a thing far out of reach. But I am not unsympathetic to your feelings. Leaving the Order must have been difficult for you. Yet you gave the Council no other choice. You gave me no other choice.
Are you my mother? I had no other choice but to go to war. I went to war to protect others, not for battle. The Council was weak and ruled by fear. I'm not here to debate, okay?
So your choice was to meet the aggression of the Mandalorians with more aggression.
Yes.
That is not the Jedi way.
And the Council's way was to meet aggression with surrender. I'll take my choice in. Is the Jedi way to let people be massacred? I told you it was not aggression. I was defending others. Here we go.
Every choice we make, whether we know it or not, sends echoes through the Force. It can awaken feelings, ignite passions, hate, anger, fear, where none existed before. By meeting aggression, by serving as an opponent against which the Mandalorians could test themselves, you fed their hate, their lust for war, and it sent a terrible echo through you. And because of it, you and those Jedi who met them on the battlefield lost their way, and you turned on us.
Were you not tempted to help the innocent? I did not lose myself. I found myself. I would make the same choice again. Reverend Malik turned on you, not I. Were you not tempted to help the innocent?
Of course I was. But the Jedi teachings require we examine how we may best help them. Action without reflection is not our way.
So you were content to let the Outer Rim die for the sake of teachings? Tell that to the millions who died in the wars, lives we could have saved if the Jedi had acted earlier. Our teachings do not mean we should stand by and watch others die. Hesitation and passivity are also strong emotions, ones we should guard against. So you were content to let the Outer Rim die for the sake of teachings?
There was no guarantee that marching to war would have saved the Outer Rim. In fact, quite the opposite.
If we had not fought, the Republic would have fallen. That is a fact. Even the Mandalorians admit that Revan turned them back. No, there was no guarantee we would win, but if we had not acted, the Mandalorians would now rule the Republic. We could have waited, but defeating the Mandalorians after they had won would have been difficult. You've been reading the history of the blind. Revan won the war!
A physical victory perhaps, but the real victory lay in
the triumph of pacifism, surrender, and how many people would have died if the Mandalorians had been stopped? Wait. If we hadn't stopped, the Republic would have been destroyed. The triumph of the Jedi teachings is a cold thing when there is no one left alive to appreciate them. Ew, that's cold. How many people would have died if the Mandalorians hadn't been stopped?
You do not know...
If the Mandalorians had won, would the Jedi have fought then, or simply have meditated on what to do? Oh, please! Anyone who stepped outside the Jedi archives would know it. Oh shit! I have only my experiences to guide me, and they tell me you and the Council were wrong. You are correct. I do not know, and neither do you. Like, no, fuck it. You know, forget you. If the Mandalorian, or simply, here we go.
How dare you?
Yeah.
The Mandalorian Wars should have been your grave, and Malachor 5 is where you should have died.
Ooh. Did nothing to you, yet you hate me. I can feel it. Why? Careful, Waitress. Anger leads to the dark side. See, I'm tricking you like the real asshole I am online. I make people feel like I make people feel dumb online. I pull a reversal on them. The Republic is the one that should have died at the Malachor. You know nothing of what happened at Malachor 5, so be silent. I do not want to reopen any more old wounds, Waitress. Let us end this. I think this conversation is over. I did nothing to you, yet you hate me. I can feel it. Why?
You see shadows where there are none, and hate where there is none. You are blind, as always. I tire of fighting with you. You lust for war, and you always will, and you have succeeded in distracting me from my questions. So answer me. If you cannot seem to admit the Council was correct, then why are you here?
I'm here because a pretentious bitch stole my ship. I'm here for my ship so I can leave Telos.
Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hawk. It is not your ship. Unless you are admitting to the destruction of the Paragus.
Oh my god,
facility.
this bitch hates me. The destruction Paragus, I've never heard of it. The destruction of Paragus destruction was necessary. I admit nothing. Look, do you have the ship or not? Are you admitting to stealing the Ebon Hawk?
The Ebon Hawk is here, safe. Its records and navicomputer are being dissected to determine what caused the destruction of the Paragus facility.
Good luck with the navicomputer, you're wasting your time.
We're having some trouble with the navicomputer, but I think with your cooperation, willing or otherwise, that will cease to be an obstacle. If it is your ship, perhaps I should be questioning you as to what happened, and why you destroyed the facility and murdered all the miners stationed there.
All the miners were already dead.
A facility of over 150 personnel, all dead before you arrived. A childish story to mask your crime.
You're a bitch.
And with the facility destroyed, you think there is no way to confirm your story. But I will pry the truth from you, I promise you that.
The destruction of Paragus was an accident.
Ah, an accident. Something beyond your control. You have not changed. Acting instead of thinking.
You're a bitch.
Putting yourself before the galaxy, before the Jedi. Do you know what you have done?
Yeah, I destroyed 2 worlds with 1 explosion. I know it put Telos in jeopardy, but I had no choice. Yes, Telos is doomed. I could care less. Paragus is nothing compared to what I'll do to you if you don't give me back my ship. Why don't you tell me?
Without the fuel from Paragus, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash into the planet, and its destruction will echo across 20 other worlds.
20 other worlds with 1 explosion? Even better! Why is Telos so important? So what? Paragus was nothing? Okay. What do you mean?
Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another. The other Rim worlds, devastated by the Sith, will remain graveyard worlds, devoid of life. And that is the magnitude of your crime.
It's almost as bad as the Jedi letting the Outer Rim die during the Mandalorian Wars.
So you still hold to your flawed convictions. If you think to anger me, you are wrong. How is it that you are not content to confine your ruin to yourself? You must spread it to others wherever you go. Ruin yourself with your actions if you will. But when your actions bring harm to others, then you must answer for it.
So now I get blamed for the actions of the Sith? My crime, the Sith destroyed Paragus, not me. I won't allow you to put me on trial. Okay. So now I get blamed for the actions of the Sith.
The Sith? What do you mean?
The Sith have returned. They are hunting all Jedi. You'll find out when their head is at your throat. The Sith came for me at Paragus to kill me. The Sith have returned. They are hunting all Jedi.
You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith. I can feel the scars on you. Tell me, where did you encounter them?
At your mama's house, no. The Sith came for me on Paragus to kill me. If you seized my ship, you know I was at Paragus, and so were they.